Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WWE News and Rumors. I'm your host, Brandon Hodge. This video is brought to you guys by SeatGeek. So if you guys are looking for tickets for any event in the entire world, get them through SeatGeek. Use my last name, code Hodge, to check out, and you guys will actually get $20 off of your tickets. First time orders only though, so if you guys have used SeatGeek before, make a new account with a new email. You can still use the code Hodge, just my last name. I'll get you guys $20 off any ticket for any event in the entire world, just getting your tickets through SeatGeek. Alright, we're gonna kick this one off with the first news story of the day. We're talking about Bronson Reed today. So as we all probably know, if we watch Survivor Series War Games or pretty much any show since then, since they've been talking about it so much, Bronson Reed is in fact injured. He got injured in the War Games match. He tried to jump on a table. Then they rolled out of the way. He landed weird on his foot, and he, like, I don't know, his foot and his ankle both are injured, and he's having to have surgery on the one, and they're saying the other one might be injured. Nonetheless, the guy's got a bit of a recovery before he's ready to be returning. So I just want to say, wish the best in recovery for Bronson Reed for this very crazy random injury. But sometimes it happens like that. But he will be back. He'll be back better than ever. It's just be a little bit of a road until he gets back, because he is having to have surgery on it. But get well soon to Bronson Reed on that crazy injury. All right, the next news story. If you guys haven't heard, the brand new, I can't believe we're already talking about this. So like in like 6 days, right? It was 1 week from yesterday at the time of recording this video. Saturday night's main event is happening. It's NBC special. So they've actually already announced the next one before this one even happened. Of course, this one is in New York City, and it's happening like literally like this coming week. But actually like a month from then, they're doing another one, and I'm sure everyone knows at this point because I'm sure they're promoting it until you're sick of hearing about it. But basically, they're doing one in San Antonio as well on January 25th. We're getting a Saturday night's main event. So basically, what's up? Well, if you guys don't know, this is going to be a recurring thing apparently. NBC wants these every quarter of the year. So you're going to see, I guess, 4 of these things happening next year. So they're doing one in January. You might see one around Mania, summertime. Again into like the December time, so you're gonna be seeing like quite a few of these. So Saturday night's main event is an ongoing special kind of series on NBC, just taking place 4 times a year. All right, the next news story is gonna be about Miss Becky Lynch. So this one's kind of out there and kind of maybe spoils her return a little bit. So basically, Becky Lynch currently has no contract with the WWE, no association with the WWE. She's on a hiatus. I don't want to say like semi-retirement, but something like that, right? It was kind of like, oh, she's a mom now, she wants to be at home, and she wants to do that, and pretty much in the WWE, she's done everything she could possibly do. And I'm like, she's not going to be able to sit at home. She's going to be back in the wrestling ring at some point. If it's within the next year or a few years, we'll have to see. But basically, Becky Lynch was actually at this event that was promoting Raw coming to Netflix, right? She was actually at this press event promoting it and being there promoting it for the WWE. But the thing is, you don't work for the WWE anymore. You have no active contract or association with the WWE anymore, other than, of course, her husband, Seth Rollins, works for the WWE. But honestly, her being at this press event is kind of the giveaway that they are working together, they're having talks, and a return is coming. If that is probably Royal Rumble, I would say, at this point, since all the major premium live events for the years has passed, I would say have her return in the Rumble if she's going to be an active wrestler. Same with Charlotte Flair. Don't like put them on like a random episode of Raw or SmackDown. Sure, that's kind of surprising, but the Rumble's the place to have those returns. So hopefully at the Royal Rumble, we are going to have Becky Lynch's return as well as Charlotte Flair's, but Becky's actually working with the WWE, being the spokesperson for this little press event. That's pretty cool. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so believe it or not, those are the only confirmed news stories I had to talk to you guys about today. So it is that time, ladies and gentlemen, go and get those juice boxes out. Get those juice boxes ready, because it is now time to talk about some juicy rumors. All right, the first rumor of the day is me about our undisputed world heavyweight champion, Gunther. So Gunther, of course, is a world heavyweight champion. We have to have a discussion, because apparently Gunther's contract with the WWE was coming up soon, and he's the freaking champion. So there's having their negotiations recently, I guess, for that. And of course, Gunther's going to be re-signing with WWE, given that he's the freaking champion of the company, at least one of the main champions, the World Heavyweight Champion. So, but yeah, apparently Gunther, if he has not already, he's about to sign on that dotted line, have a longer contract, a multi-year contract, and I'm sure a giant pay bump, considering he's the champion of the world. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and believe it or not, this is actually going to be it. This is the fun news story, the fun rumor, the final thing I'll be talking about inside this episode of WWE News Rumors. This is about none other than the great one, if you will. Can you smell what he's cooking? Because I am talking about none other than The Rock. So we're talking about The Rock. So there's been a lot of talks and rumors and all this stuff. We always got to take it with a grain of salt. We don't know what's true, what's not true. There's been some that came true this year, others didn't. We thought The Rock might be at Survivor Series interrupting the thing. There was rumors of him being at Bad Blood. Of course, he was at Bad Blood, so that one came true. So you gotta take everything with a grain of salt. You don't know what's true, what's not true. So basically, this one is saying, and it's just a big headline here, The Rock is not wrestling at WrestleMania 41 and may not even be at WrestleMania 41. So if we rewind a little bit to earlier in the year, we thought The Rock was going to wrestle multiple times this year. So that's what everyone was saying. The Rock wrestled at WrestleMania 40. He was going to go on to wrestle some different shows. He was going to be at SummerSlam wrestling there, at Survivor Series wrestling there. And honestly, as we all know, it just didn't happen. Like, it just did not happen with The Rock's schedule because The Rock is still a Hollywood movie star. And he's working on a lot of projects, different projects, notably recently this year. I guess he's been working a lot with Disney on the Moana films. And apparently, they filmed Moana 2. Apparently, they're already working on Moana 3, and then they're doing a live-action Moana. It's just like very, very popular movie series, and they want to keep it going while they still can, and The Rock doing the live-action thing. So basically, The Rock cannot wrestle in the midst of filming a movie due to the movie's insurance policies, because movies are very expensive to film, and there has to be insurance that the people working on the movies, especially the people in front of the camera, be acting in the movies, cannot do dangerous activities that put the whole production at risk, because there's millions of dollars at risk there. So ultimately, The Rock is not allowed to wrestle. So what does this mean for WrestleMania? I mean, The Rock could be there, he could further a story, he just can't get physical, I guess, or something like that. But what direction is it going to be for WrestleMania 41? Where's the story going with the Bloodline and Cody? We kind of needed The Rock to continue the story with a Bloodline. I don't know where things stand. Now, apparently, backstage, WWE writers and everyone, they're booking WrestleMania already, right? They're making plans for WrestleMania without The Rock. They're making it where he's not going to be there. But if The Rock schedule did open up and for some reason he was able to be there or be involved somehow, have a match or not have a match, they will change the plan like completely to The Rock, because The Rock is on the board of directors. He can step right in, and The Rock can suggest anything, and they're just going to do it because he's on the board of directors, and also he's the freaking Rock. So basically, we don't know what the plans are. There was a big kind of thing about the January 6th Monday Night Raw, because that's the first Raw on Netflix, and apparently Triple H himself has said it's going to be like a WrestleMania level event. You're going to have giant returns, very big surprises. They're going to make it as big of a freaking Raw like the Raw has ever seen in the history of Raw. So ultimately, you don't know. Rock might be there. He might not be there. He might be at WrestleMania. Might be at Royal Rumble. Might not. Ultimately, it just depends on this Hollywood movie star's schedule and what he's able to do. But yeah, basically last year we thought he was going to wrestle a lot, be around a lot more, and he just wasn't. And he never has been around that much the past few years, because Hollywood movies are very, very intensive when they're filming them, and it takes a lot of time and dedication for that. So trying to do something else just doesn't always work out. But nonetheless, as for The Rock, as for WrestleMania 41, I don't know. Take all the rumors with a grain of salt. So I don't know what's true, what's not true, and what The Rock wants to do or doesn't want to do, and we'll just have to wait and see. So there, guys, Savvy, that's going to do it for this episode of WWE News Rumors. Let me know your thoughts on all these news stories, rumors, in the comment section down below. But ladies and gentlemen, I am your one and only undisputed king of luck, style, Brandon Hodge, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next video.